The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this wet and woolly Wednesday afternoon. It is the 2nd of April 2025, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you courtesy of Reburger.
That's right, handcrafted burgers, loaded fries and gourmet eats that'll change the game.
Beautiful, mate. Mogi, you stallion, how's life?
Going pretty grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. You know, the weather's not as glorious as it has been over the past days, weeks and months, but
True.
You never fail to look like an absolute sick son of a bee, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Kapoy.
Is it my new jersey?
I didn't notice that you had a new jersey. It looks
mate.
like all your old ones.
My wife bought it for me the other day, so I thought I'd whack it on.
Tell you what, you say what you like about your wife, she's got a hell of a sense of humour, brother.
She sure does. Speaking of which, I don't know if you've noticed this, Keyzie. Bit bloody colder today, wasn't it?
Yes. Is that it?
Yeah, man.
We're just making idle chit-chat. You're not going to make fun of my new jacket or something?
What? I didn't even notice
I
you.
didn't
Oh,
even
well, don't
notice
worry
you
about
had
it.
it.
Nah, it's all G. It's all G.
Keyzie is wearing a new jacket, and I'd almost describe it as pinstriped, and to look at it is making my eyes freak out.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to fit because it's kind of sharp lines everywhere, and it's freaking my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Well, look, Jase, I mean, we can't all just show up wearing a principal's outfit. Picture Jase wearing like a checkered shirt with the principal's sweater over the top of it.
It's not really a checkered shirt.
What is it?
It's just a good, sensible work shirt.
Something that a principal would say.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can't all wear that, all right?
I reckon your jacket's sick, Keyzie, all
Thank
right?
you.
That's why I haven't mentioned anything about it.
Yeah, good on you,
right?
man.
And that's why I won't mention anything about it.
Yeah,
I think
cool.
it's cool.
Thank you.
Because I wouldn't want you to discourage you from wearing it. I want you to keep wearing it.
Tell you, I think
now I don't want to wear it.
I think it's sick as well.
Oh, okay, I'm
Hey,
selling
now
it.
listen, big show ahead.
What's coming up, Jase?
We've got some startling news about the Night of Culture that we're doing at the New Zealand
God.
Comedy Festival. We finally get to name my cat, fellas, after putting it to the people.
That's right. And also, I've got a bit more curry admin, if that's all good.
Oh, God. Here's Guns N' Roses.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Radiohead there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 13 minutes past 4. Pakistan currently 26 for 3, chasing, I don't know, nearly 300, I think. Now, listen. A little while back, we got a cat in our household. We purchased a cat from the
That's right.
SPCA. My daughter was banging on about having a cat in the house, and I held out as long as I could, fellas.
Yeah,
about a minute.
I don't know if you guys know this. I went to Vietnam a couple of weeks ago, and all my girls were there, and there was a full press campaign on old Hoyte J to allow my youngest daughter to get a cat. So I succumbed, and we now have a cat.
You just don't have a name for it, Jase, so we
Yes.
thought we'd reach out to the fantastic Hauraki audience, get them to vote, get them to make suggestions. They did that. The votes have been tallied. Thousands of suggestions, thousands of votes.
Literally, yes.
And now is the opportunity to actually unveil the name of your cat, which will remain the name of your cat forever.
Well, I just want to put it out there because there were some great suggestions.
There was like Old Meowgie.
Old Minogue,
yeah.
that was a good one. What was that? What was that other one that we loved? Something I can't even remember now. But
You had your heart set on naming it Bussy.
there was, but I've got this sort of
Here,
instinct.
bussy, eh?
Yeah.
I'm slightly concerned about what I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there seemed to be a movement towards a certain direction, which, if it were to be true, would be difficult for me to sort of pass.
Well, look, Jase.
pass through the family sort of chat. You know what I'm saying?
If you're worried about the name of the cat, why did you even bring this idea forward for us
That's
to
a
name
good
your
idea. That's
cat?
good.
Well,
question.
because I really respect the opinion of our listeners,
All right.
Keyzie,
Well,
and there's some clever
Well,
people
it's a
out
binding
there.
referendum,
It is
so
a binding
regardless of the
referendum.
issues you're going to have when you get home, we're about to announce the name of your cat, man.
All right. You ready?
Sure, man.
Do a bit of a drum roll. Here we go. That's quite a long one. Sorry, fellas. Oh, shit. Sorry.
You're breaking the tension,
Oh,
Keyzie.
sorry.
Start it again.
Really?
Good rhythm.
Jase.
Start it again, Keyzie.
No, I'm not going to... Oh, God. It's probably too long, I think. Actually, hang on. Sorry, I found a shorter one. Jizz.
Just kidding, man. It's actually lucky.
Lucky.
Oh,
Yeah. So
oh,
it's
that's
cool,
cute.
Yeah, no, just kidding. It is.
It is
jizz.
jizz.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Jimi Hendrix there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 22 minutes past 4 o'clock, and we've got some breaking news.
This is breaking news.
You'll recall yesterday we announced, it was a big announcement too, it was breaking news. The Big Show doing a show at the New Zealand Comedy Festival, a night of culture, fellas.
That's right, a night of culture, fellas. It was the Big Show putting together an hour for your enjoyment of culture. Unsure what that is yet. All we know is it's part of the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with Best Foods Mayo. It's going to be in the Vault at the Q Theatre 2 nights, Tuesday the 13th and Wednesday the 14th of May. Tickets are available at comedyfestival.co.nz. And I say we're available, Mogi, because it's all sold out.
Yeah, that's right. All sold out. 7,000 tickets.
Unbelievable,
Gone.
man. In less than a day, fellas.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 7,000 because I've been to the Vault and the Q Theatre.
Oh, you're right, Keyzie. It definitely wasn't 7,000. It was 9, 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 10,000
No, I'm
tickets.
pretty sure
yeah.
it was.
At $200 a pop, that's good eating.
Yeah, well, they weren't cheap. They were not cheap.
Made sure of that.
So you're suggesting we made $2 million? $200 times. Don't worry about it. Actually, I was trying to do maths on the fly. That didn't work.
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about it is, of course, is we're not going to be there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the issue, right? Is
and-
we didn't clear this.
No, so I'm not going to be there just because the great thing is we put the tickets on sale, we overpriced them, and they're non-refundable. We made sure of that.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we released
absolutely.
them on April Fool's Day. I
That's
think.
right. So it's actually on them.
So the joke's on you.
Because you're actually away those 2 days, aren't you? The 13th and
I'm just
14th.
going to go to the gym and then I've got some TV to watch.
Right, so you're just not going. I am actually away.
Where are you going?
I'm going down to Tauranga to visit the parents that week.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
but
that's right.
Pugs is going to do my part of the show.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's sweet. I've teed him up to fill in for me.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm away as well, but, and it's a big but, I can do like the first 20 on the first night.
Oh, yeah.
So I can be there for like 20 minutes, shake a few hands, sign a few autographs,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, and then I need to piss off.
Do you reckon you could, when you're leaving, because you'll be driving somewhere, right, that night, do you reckon you could do the rest of it by phone?
Oh, yeah, I could probably, if someone wants to call me, I could probably do
Because we
that.
could have like a phone
Do
on
a phoner.
speaker, and
Mind-
then Pugs or someone, Pugs will be filling in for me. It's a shame, Mogi, that you don't want to go, actually. But, well, maybe we'll get Dilly to just hold a microphone by the phone on speaker for that first night.
Yeah, sure. The only thing on that is I still don't have a microphone in my car for my phone, so you can't call me while I'm driving, and I'll probably be driving.
Just pre-record it, man. Do a little
yeah,
video.
okay, I can do. And look, I can do like voiceovers and stuff pre-recorded.
Right, so, okay.
I've got quite a few scripts for you to do. Is that all good?
No.
Are you sure you don't want to go? Because that first night, Mogi, because I'm away.
Oh, I'm 100% sure.
Could you reckon
There's
you
nothing
could,
I want to do less than
Right.
go along to that.
what, the night of culture?
I mean, we've sat down, we've had meetings about it. I know what the show's going to be. The last place I want to be is there when that happens.
I mean, I know I'm coming to the end of my career, but I don't want it to happen that quickly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I feel bad because okay, so you guys didn't even want to do it.
Nah. Well, it sort of felt like it was your idea, Keyzie, and now you're going to Tauranga.
It was a classic sort of marketing thing where they go, hey, would you guys be into doing this? We went,
Oh.
yeah, whatever. What are you talking?
It was worse than that. It was you guys are doing this.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden we're having meetings about what it is.
Right, okay.
It was like last year. Oh, guess what? Great news, guys. You guys are doing 5 minutes of stand-up each. Are we?
Right, okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so-
you're going to be in Tauranga, are you?
But I can cancel that and come back.
Oh, I don't know
Well,
that
your
matters.
Your funeral.
Would you wear that jacket?
It's really funny, all right? I got a new jacket. I think it looks great.
We should get a photo of it, actually.
Actually,
and
we
put
should.
it up
We
on
get a big
Instagram.
poll
We should get a
going.
vote on it. Binding referendum, Keysie's jacket, yes or no.
Okay, cool. And whether or not I can wear it. Also, we're joking. It's still happening. Good stuff.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Talking heads here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:35. Pakistan collapsing at the moment, 32 for 5, fellas. Chasing about 300 odd, I believe.
That's right, about 290-ish there, indeed.
Yeah, good stuff. But right now it's time for...
Mogie's Sobriety Update.
Everybody's favourite monthly update is here.
It's great stuff,
It's
mate.
here again. Now, this is good, entertaining stuff. Has old Mogi, who's promised to take the whole year off drinking except when he goes overseas 5 times.
And on the darts.
And on the darts.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Has he fallen off the wagon? January, boom, nailed it. February, boom, nailed it. Jace, you went here in March, but
No.
I went to a friend's 50th.
Yes.
And I was the last person to leave.
Okay.
And it was a Tuesday night.
Yes.
And I drank piss.
Okay.
And I also smoked ciggies.
Oh,
And the reason why I did that was because it was the 50th and I just thought I'd see how I went.
sure.
And I had a good enough time at the party that it was sort of, okay, well, that was great. And then I felt horrendous enough the next day. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that again.
And
Sure.
you said, I recall straight after that show, you said, cool, I've got that out the way now. That's not going to happen again this year.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think so. However, on Friday, for some reason I left here, man, I was itching for a drinking.
Yeah, Jace.
I was itching, man.
Yeah, he has that effect.
And
I drive people to drink.
but I didn't drink, but I
Yes.
did buy a packet of darts.
No.
Yeah.
You just bought it?
Just buy and smoke 2 cigarettes.
Oh,
Do you still have said cigarettes?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Do you want to get an old Hoodie J?
Yeah, they're not what they used to be. I tell you what. Disgusting.
Yeah,
So I
they
also
are.
smoked at the 50th, and every single one I hated.
Yes.
And I was just hoping, I was thinking, I hope this next one is going to be the one that...
When you say you
It's delicious.
you hated them in a sexy way.
No, in a way that they would,
Yes,
you know
I
when
know,
you've had
I
a
do.
break and you come back to them and your taste buds can taste again.
Yes.
So cigarettes taste as they should, shithouse.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you smoke enough cigarettes, eventually you kill your taste buds and they start tasting good again.
Yeah,
That's the
totes.
point I'm trying to get to. But anyway, I'm not smoking every day or anything like that.
Okay.
I know that, Keyzie, all right, man?
Okay.
I don't want to let you down, brother.
yeah, because I am a wee bit let down.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
all
know.
right. It's just, when you're heroes. you
I know. Yeah. Oh, shit, I know. Yeah.
You know, you just, they're human too, it turns out.
That's right. So
Totally,
we're into
man,
it's a
totally.
new month, man. A new month started, so we'll see how we go.
Okay, so the update is it's April now, new month, and...
Yeah. I've drunk once this year.
Okay.
That's the update. All right. That bell? Oh.
Well, that's great stuff, Mogi.
Well, it's better than...
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, or twice this year.
Or,
Yeah, it's better than that.
It's better than twice, sure.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Yeah.
What I'm happy about is the amount of money I've saved.
Sure.
Which will already be in the thousands of dollars.
Sure.
Oh, that's great.
How's your sobriety going, Keyzie?
Let's just keep this on Mogi.
You must have
Jace.
had a few beers this
Yeah,
morning
yeah.
when you put that jacket on.
Stop it with the jacket.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Lincoln Park there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:46 and Pakistan 48 for 5 at the moment, chasing 290 odd. Now, I'm going to go into TV chat here, but I just want to lay it out there. We got a urgent message on our group chat today, didn't we, Mogi?
We did.
With Keyzie saying, guys, fellas, he said, please, can I do TV chat today? Because I've got an absolute doozy. And there were cry emojis and an eggplant emoji and a peach emoji and a spurty emoji.
Yeah.
And we said, sure you can, Keyzie. So let's talk TV and let Keyzie get into it.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah.
Good stuff, fellas. Hey, thanks for that, Jace. So the reason I needed
Are you going
to...
to thank me for giving up my spot, man? This is old Mogi's TV spot.
Totally it is.
hey, thanks, Mogi, for letting me just tag in on this one, man.
Anytime, brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So last night, right, and just bear with me, we watched an episode of Grand Designs. Okay? If you don't know what it is, it's a show
Oh,
about...
everyone knows me.
Really?
Yep.
It's a show about...
Nah.
Okay, so we're watching Grand Designs on TVNZ, which is great. This couple are in London, And it's a really heartwarming story. A bloke and his daughter, she's 13, and a woman and her daughter, and she's 13. The sad part is both of their former partners passed away.
Oh, my God.
And then they got together with their two daughters who are the same age. They've moved in together, and they want to build their dream little house in London where they can all live together. Current house that they're in.
It's like The Parent Trap.
It's
Yes.
exactly like that.
Have you seen that, Jase?
Yes,
Mike,
I have.
The daughters,
Good
right?
movie.
Forced to live together in one small room with a curtain
Forced.
in between because
Oh.
that's the only place they can afford to all live, right?
These are two children
These
forced
are
to live in one room.
teenage girls. You'd have no idea about teenage girls staying together in one room. My wife was like, that would be hell,
Right.
Very different styles. Like one's kind of, it's kind of like that Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie where one's kind of rocky, and the other one's kind of So
What's that one called?
New York Minute. I know my movies. Shit ones. So they decide they're going to put all their money together and build their dream house. They buy a spot in London, which is the size of 2 single-car garages, tiny, build a 3-story house where the bottom story is under the ground in the basement,
Yeah.
right? So they have to dig down meters and meters and meters, excavate it all, and then line it with concrete. They get the bill. The person's like, actually, the price we quoted you, we can't do it for that price anymore. We have to pretty much double what we charge. So they find a cheaper company to do it. They do it, right? They then build the house on top of that. The two daughters, their bedrooms are going to be in the basement, in the concrete area, right? They build the rest of the house. They said they've got £450,000 maximum. It balloons out to $550 straight away.
Right.
This is a family that's trying to like get back on their feet and get back together, and they've chosen to do this. It's cost them an extra $100,000. It takes them 3 years.
Chicken feed.
They wanted to take it. They wanted it to be 1 year. It took 3 years.
Yeah.
By the end of it, they did the big reveal. Oh my God, I forgot the part. The cheap company they used for the concrete in the basement. Turns out they cheaped out too much, and now they can't actually build in there, and so they had to board it up. So now the house they've built still has the same issue. The girls don't have a room.
Right.
By the end of it, after 3 years and spending way too much money, one girl had to sleep in like the attic. The other one has to sleep in the lounge every day.
Flowers in
Camp
the
in the
attic.
lounge, right? They're 13, these girls. It took so long that they're actually about to move out anyway. And the family is heavily in debt, and they're both just like, we wouldn't have done this if we had known. And then at the end of it, big reveal, the house isn't even finished. How about that?
And I guess the question I've got, and I can't read your mind, Jase, but what was it about this particular episode that made you think we would care?
Yeah, that gripped you so much.
I don't know. Well, I guess when I was thinking about it and all the things that happened, it wouldn't have a really grumpy, low-energy Mogi just questioning every step of the way. But I don't know. That was probably it, yeah.
Can you be a bit more specific on how much it blew out on the budget?
£100,000.
Okay.
And they were literally like, we had to take an extra loan and we had to go and ask our friends and family for money. And they didn't finish the house.
Isn't this every single episode of Grand Designs? Like
Yes.
every single one of them blows out, but normally it's by £1 million.
But
And
they
normally it
finished
takes
the
10
house.
years.
They
and
literally didn't finish the house. They showed it off and they still hadn't moved in.
Right.
The kitchen wasn't finished. There were still wires hanging out of the walls and they
Yeah.
couldn't even put the basement in.
Right.
And it was just like, this is an absolute
complete
debacle.
disaster.
Why did they bother, Keyzie?
That's what I want to know.
Why did they bother?
And I just think if you're ever thinking of building a house with an architect, watch a full season of that and then see what happens. You know?
I am thinking of
5 seconds.
building a house. I'll just do it off my own plans, though.
Yeah, nice.
My own budget.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Split ends there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:54. Plenty coming up after 5 o'clock. I've been thinking of going and seeing a financial advisor, and the fellas have gone, Jase, no need.
You don't need to.
Just talk to us about it, and we'll talk you through whatever you're thinking about.
I think Mogi and I could put together like a financial plan for you.
Sure.
See if that works, and then go to a financial advisor if it doesn't.
Yeah. Also, of course, your chance to get in the Brizzy draw after 5 o'clock, and people are loving that, fellas. They love their rugby league.
That's right. Listen out for the cue to call. If you hear it, 0800 Hauraki is the number to ring.
Yeah. What else are we doing after 5 o'clock? Let me have a look at the piece of paper. That I've
It's
got
a
in front of me.
secret, Jase.
Oh,
Don't tell anyone.
It says here, re-announce the name of Hoyte Ja's cat, which of course is...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
The Hauraki Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through hump day okay. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Beef, chicken, vegan and vegetarian options. Reburger, redefining the norm.
Yeah, bloody hell! I tell you what, we've got some breaking news, fellas.
This is breaking news.
Didadoosh.
Bit of a sad one, to be honest with you. Just had a text message from some of my contacts in Hollywood. Hollywood actor Val Kilmer, who played Batman and The Doors frontman Jim Morrison, has died, age 65.
Oh, that is sad.
It is sad. Hell of an actor.
He was great.
Absolutely beautiful looking human being, especially early on. He went straight from acting school and did a film called Top Secret, which is a spoof along the lines of Airplane.
Spoof.
And The Naked Gun and those sorts of movies. Very good. Straight out of there and just straight into stardom. Made Willow down in New Zealand with his then wife, who was an absolute stunner, Keyzie. You would have liked her, Joanna Wally, her name was. They eventually got married.
I'm all good.
I enjoyed him as Jim Morrison as well.
He was very good. Oliver Stone directed. He should have been Academy Award nominated at the very least. Then, in his later years, a bit sad, he got cancer. Throat cancer or tongue cancer or something like that, and left him in a bit of a shambles in his later years. But my favourite role of his, hands down, was as Doc Holliday in the film Tombstone, starring Kurt Russell. If you've not seen that film, watch it tonight. It is one of the all-time great westerns. The performances are amazing, and Val Kilmer's performance is absolute top-notch. Absolute top-notch. I'm going to watch that tonight.
He's in Top Gun, right? The original.
He's the Iceman.
That's right, yeah. Iceman.
He's the Iceman. He was an unbelievably great-looking dude and just a phenomenal actor as well.
What was that movie called again, Mogi?
Tombstone. It's magnificent.
Yeah, okay.
Sam Elliott, Kurt Russell. The cast is amazing. It's a brilliant film.
Great stuff. Well, it's not great stuff. It's very sad. I mean, the
Come
film.
on, Jase. What do you mean great
the
stuff?
film's great. The film's great.
You've upset Mogi now by saying that's great stuff.
Val Kilmer's death. No.
That's a shocker from you.
Oh, classic, Jase. Jeez.
Absolute shocker.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 5:13. Pakistan are just giving it away now. 72%. They don't give a shit.
It's a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
It is.
Hoity Jesus.
It's so weird looking at the New Zealand side and just going, I don't even know who half these guys are. But anyway, as you were. Now, I was saying to the fellas off here a little while back that I was thinking of getting a financial advisor.
Yeah.
And they were both very adamant about the fact. They said, no, you don't need to do that, Hoyte J. Save yourself some money and we can give you financial advice.
Well, I just think that before you go straight to financial advisor, you should just, look at things yourself and get a better understanding of what you've got going on before rushing out, so you actually understand what you do need.
Sure.
Because you may or may not need a financial advisor. And I think, Mogi, between the two of us, because we're both pretty savvy, we'll be able to figure out what your situation is.
Yeah, sure. And to be honest with you,
I've got $5 in my wallet.
Well, that's good. People don't
just
usually
for
carry cash.
emergencies.
Yeah. What I do know for sure is that we're pretty stable. We're in a very strong, stable place.
Well, I'd expect that from someone in his late 60s. So the first thing we need to figure out, Jase, I was just joking, man. We all know you're 43. The first thing we need to know is what your sort of yearly income is. Are you comfortable sharing that on the radio?
I'd like to know your net wealth.
What's net wealth? So
I want to know the total value of
all my assets.
Yeah. All of your everything combined, and then we can break it down into the nitty gritty.
Sure, okay.
Because somebody who's been around as long as you, I'd imagine, has got a fair amount of wealth to be managed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, thus my wanting to go and see a financial advisor. You know what I mean?
Okay, so net wealth, what is it?
I'd say 2.5 mil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yep.
Okay, so how do we start breaking that down?
Well, you break that down. First of all, we need to know. We'll go with income. So you've got various streams of income. You've got your Hauraki Big Show. You're a radio DJ.
Yes.
How much are you pulling in from that a year? Around about
17.5K.
17.5K
Really?
Annually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So that's That's more than Keyzie and I are on because you've been around for longer. And I
Yes,
think
I've been doing it 10 years.
And so you should be.
See, I'm actually a wee bit
Yeah,
pissed
yeah.
off that you're getting that much.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I mean, that's by the by,
Look,
Keyzie.
when you're 43, Keyzie, fingers crossed, you know.
When you've been doing it as long as I have, Keyzie,
Yeah, wow.
that'll
Then
it'll
you've
roll
got
over.
obviously your much vaunted Dog Squad money. What's
Yes.
that? What's that? Give or take.
So it's a season a year, Mogi. So I'd say that comes up to about 8.5 thousand.
8.5K for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, let's make it 9.
Okay, round
But
it
that,
up.
of course, minus commission and tax and stuff.
Right.
Sure.
So probably about 2.
Okay.
So so you get $2,000 from
We'll
Dog
do the
Squad.
gross. We'll do the gross and then we'll start,
okay.
you know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
9,
that's
okay.
9K there. Beautiful.
Okay. And what about Broken Wood Mysteries? You still doing that?
Yeah, still doing Broken
Hugely
Wood.
popular. Keyzie sells all over the world, so they should have back end on this.
Depends on how many days.
Yeah.
I get doing that. Usually between 7 and 9K.
Right. And how many days
Annually.
How many days would you have to do to get that?
30.
Yep. So that's
I'll say 8K for that.
35.5K, and that's, you know, you might have the odd voiceover here and there if you.
Oh, they've just dried up.
They have though, and
but
very rarely you might get a commercial or something like that.
Yeah. So when you do a voiceover though, how much do you get paid for that?
Oh, $3.50.
Yeah.
$3.50.
No, 350.
Oh,
Keyzie.
wow,
Come on,
that's
it's like-
heaps.
This is serious business.
I think
man.
you could probably, if you rounded it up to 40K. So then, what are your houses worth? Because you're saying what you're worth 2.5 mil. So what are your properties worth?
Well, I would say that our property's worth $1 million.
Yeah.
1 mil. Wow.
Yeah,
Congrats.
yeah. But of course, we've got the mortgage on that.
Yeah, sure, but that's all right. We'll take that into
Okay, so
account.
the property's
Sure.
worth about $1 million. That's good.
And you got any investment properties?
No investment properties.
Okay, but that's something we could look at though.
I got my cars.
Oh yeah, what are the cars worth?
Well, I've got 2, so about 1,500.
So $1,500 each.
No, but between the 2 of them,
Yeah. So that's roughly.
they're in good nick too. I reckon I could probably get more for that.
if I was going to round this, I'd round this down. I'd round it down to 1 million. So where's the other 1.5 mil coming from?
Well, the credit cards, obviously,
How many credit cards you got?
8.
Right. And what's the limits on those?
Well, this is the thing. I've got 3 of them are gold platinum.
Ooh.
So for 3 of them, they're 100K.
Yeah.
My wife has 2 of those.
Yeah.
And the 2 of there, you just your standy sort of 15K. So I have
Yeah.
3 of those.
Wouldn't that count more as debt rather than income? We're trying
No,
to figure out
that's
your
income.
Yeah, that's definitely.
credit cards are income.
I can use them whenever I want, Keyzie, and
and you buy
So
stuff.
you can go somewhere, you've got no money,
credit card.
get the credit out,
Yes.
you've got the thing.
Dadoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we have to ask you a few more questions. We'll go to a tune.
Sure.
We've got a few more things just to figure out here
Yeah.
because the maths isn't.
Tell you what, it's looking good.
Well, that's
it?
what I said. I'm in a pretty stable position. You know what I'm saying?
I must be doing this wrong because. No, we'll figure it out after
Yeah,
this
no,
tune.
it's all good.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, tune.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
That's a tune, fellas. We're talking Hoodie J Finances. I've basically given the fellas a bit of a breakdown of my financial situation. And it's funny actually just saying it out loud to people makes me feel better about it.
So
I already feel good about it, but it makes me feel even better.
Makes you a bit of a blowhard, actually.
Oh, does it?
Well, in the sense that, you have got wealth and not everybody does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your net wealth is 2.5 mil. Congrats.
And also to recap, you make 45K a year
Yeah.
off all of your
And different
various
incomes.
your
income
jobs.
streams. Yes.
You got $1 million house.
Yes.
You said you had how many thousand with credit cards?
There's 3 credit cards at 150,000 each, plus 3 at 15,000 each. So you got about
Yes.
$500,000 there as well.
And
Well,
credit
actually,
cards.
my wife has two with the hundies.
2 with the hundies as
Yeah,
well. Okay,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
got 700. Far out.
See,
I
this
mean, I
is-
suppose I've got to, count those.
Yeah, but so this is where we sort of saying that I'm getting a bit confused because you're counting his credit cards as income.
I mean, I think that's a mistake a lot of people make, is they might put that in the red.
Yeah, because
But I look at having a credit card as a positive thing because it allows
Totally,
me to
man.
buy things when I haven't got cash.
Which is what cash
or
does.
cash reserves.
Yeah,
Because
I
I-
never carry cash, Keyzie.
No, I know. I've noticed.
And there's some security in going anywhere around the world
Yes.
and just having a credit card and
Yeah.
just going, just chuck it on that bastard.
Yeah.
Right, okay, because-
it's almost magic.
That-
I mean,
it's
I'm
incredible.
not quite sure how it works, but it's amazing.
Yeah, it is because I've been doing that wrong my entire life. Then, so this
Yeah.
is a real wake up call for me as well. So we're still at $800,000 short.
Yeah.
On your net wealth. So your property's worth $1 million. How long have you been in there?
Oh, 20 years?
Yeah,
Right.
wow.
Yeah.
So what's your mortgage at now then?
Our mortgage?
Yeah.
1.6 mil.
Oh.
Wait, so you you owe 1.6 mil after being in your house for. Am I doing the maths wrong here, Mogi?
No, that sounds right, because probably to get all those credit cards, you probably would have had to use the house as collateral. Would that be right?
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Right, okay, so you...
But the house is still there.
I mean, the
an
house
asset.
is a solid asset.
It doesn't stop being an asset. It's bricks and mortar, Keyzie. That's what you call it, bricks and mortar. And there's nothing better to invest in than bricks and mortar.
Is it bricks and mortar?
And the great thing about the...
It's more rotten wood.
Because Mogi was right. We use the house in order to get the credit cards, and then we use the credit cards to pay the mortgage. So...
Right,
suck on that, banks.
it all goes... Okay, that's because that's essentially paying themselves.
Yeah,
anyways.
it's just fools.
Right,
I'm
okay.
using their money to my advantage.
It's money for jam.
Okay,
Totes.
so we figured out the financial situation. What's your recommendation here, Mogi? Because you've got a better handle on all this than I do. Because I've been doing everything wrong.
I'm not sure why you want advice. What's the problem?
Oh, look, as I say, because we're in a stable place, it's just going, okay, we're in this really good position here. What else can we do to sort of expand the Hoyte J empire, as it were?
Well, it feels like you're doing everything right. Now, people are saying you've got to invest in property. Now's a good time to do it. The prices are low. The interest rates are just bouncing back now. So
They
a really
are.
good time.
Yes.
I would get a few more credit cards and buy yourself another property.
Yeah.
So hang on,
Get some tenants in, that kind of thing?
what's your current mortgage interest rate sitting at?
Oh, well, I'm on a floating rate.
Yeah,
because
those are the best.
The reason being that on a floating rate, of course, you can pay off large chunks of your mortgage when it's in a floating system.
Do you do that?
No, but that gives you that option there, and that makes me feel good to know that I can do that should I get an excess of money
What is
at
the interest?
some point, Keyzie.
Because sometimes you might get a commercial that comes through.
Correct,
That
mate.
could pay $100, $200, $300. Bang, straight on the mortgage.
Have you ever done that?
No.
What interest rate do you want? Do you know what? It's floating, but what?
Floating at the moment, as you know, with the floating, it goes up and down. So 11.5%, I think it is, yeah.
Right, 11.5%. Yeah, look, I have to go see a financial advisor too, because based on what I've got here, you're massively in trouble. But I think I'm doing something wrong here. I've forgotten to carry the one or something. I don't know what.
Keyzie, can I be honest with you?
What?
I worry about you, man.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Here they come. Try time.
Holy cow, the Warriors. Oh, yeah.
It's the Big Show in Brizzy for the NRL Magic Round. Is there anyone out there? Let's go to the phones.
Can I just say, though, sorry, Keyzie, man, that is one of the greatest stings of all time.
It is very
It's
good.
an absolute rocker. It's a throbber. Cheers for putting that together, Keyzie, man. You're a sick bastard.
You're so good, Keyzie.
Hey, no worries, fellas. What's the NRL Magic Round, I hear you asking? It is
I
3
didn't ask
days.
that.
Guys.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean the audience?
Yeah. He's good, man. Did you see that? Imagines the question
Yes.
and then answers it.
Totally.
Out of this world.
3 days of rugby league,
So good.
16 NRL teams. You do the math, 8 games.
I thought I was doing the math.
We just took ages to do it.
How many games, Mogi?
Huh?
Oh,
8 games of rugby league. The Wars are playing. Free accommodation, free flights. Come with the Big Show. Have a good time.
g'day, Richard, you mad bastard. How's life?
Good, thanks, Jase.
Good on you, mate. Hey, what do you do for a crust, Richard?
Great question.
Well, I supply the country building materials.
Oh, okay.
backbone.
If it wasn't for people like you, Richard, this country would fall apart, mate.
Oh, totally, lads, totally.
Tell me, who do you support in the NRL?
Oh, there's only one team, Jase. It's the Wars.
The Wars. And
Stick
Richard,
it to him.
who would you take with you if you were to win?
I don't know. I should probably run a bit of a criteria to see who makes the cut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that fair?
a lot of
Yeah.
people are doing that.
That's a good idea.
totally. Totally good idea. I'll tell you what, Richard, you're in the draw. Stay on the line, and Pug Sam will look after you, all right, mate?
Cheers, lads.
Thanks,
No
mate.
worries,
G'day,
mate.
Travis, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, life is good. Life is great. Thanks, guys. How are you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah,
what-
life's good. Thanks, Travis. Sorry, Jason's just answering his question, man. Hey,
Yeah,
Travis.
It's going great for me too,
guys.
Travis.
Travis, how's Keyzie today, man?
It's still the same. We'll leave that one to the side. But yeah, it's a Tikawiti. It's still good.
Yeah, okay. Still pretty average. Cool.
And Travis, what do you do for a crust?
I am actually a vehicle recovery tow truck driver.
Oh, backbone!
I love how you've chucked vehicle recovery at the front of it. You could just say tow truck driver. It's the same thing.
Yeah, there's a difference, like a breach.
Nah, there's not, man. No, I've been in the industry a long time, mate.
Oh, did you used to do
Same
that?
Same old.
Hey, actually, Travis, how many Toyota Aquas do you pick up, man?
They're the most common ones at the moment, aren't they?
Mate, very popular.
Yeah.
Very, very
It costs
popular.
a lot of money, though, to pay those kids to go and get them, though.
Yeah, right.
that's true. That's true.
What about Tita trucks?
Peter trucks, Peterbilts.
No, Tita, like a Nissan Tita.
Nissan.
Oh, Tita, yeah, no, we're a bit more upper class in Takota here for that. So.
Yeah.
You stay on the line too there, Travis. Pugsum will take care of you. And finally, Ben, you mad bastard, how's life?
Thanks, mate. How about yourself?
Yeah, good,
Can't
thanks,
complain,
mate.
man.
Good,
I heard
good.
you're an absolute ruthless bastard on the piss, Ben.
Yeah, lots of beer.
Oh, guilty
as charged.
And who would you bring along to Brizzy with you, should you win, Ben?
My dad.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
How old are you, Ben, if you don't mind me asking, man? How old are you, brother?
38.
Oh, that's good shit. I like that.
Who did he say?
His dad.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, well, you're in the draw as well, Ben. Good luck to you, mate.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good.
mate.
Good on you, man.
Good
I
stuff.
like that. I like Take Your Dad.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, that's bucket list, and that's memories forever. That's good stuff. We could actually go some way to helping a family out there, fellas. How do you feel about that? Should we just give it to them now?
I just feel bad because you'd love to take your dad, wouldn't you? Mogie?
Yeah. I mean, of course I would. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to do with my dad, but what do you do, Keyzie?
Right.
When they're dead, mate. All right. End of.
Guys, this is a tune. Have you heard this one? Whole lot of Rosie, AC/DC. Tune.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Marcy Playground there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening after 6 o'clock. A kind of newer segment, What's for Leftovers New Zealand, with me, Keyzie.
That's right. We take last night's What's for Dinner texts, and the ones we didn't read out, we now say what they could do with the leftovers.
Yeah, man.
So don't text any in now on 3483. We don't need them. But also after 6, what we do need is, if you need advice, to email meetpattynip69@gmail.com, and we'll be dishing that out after sticks.
You steamed, Keyzie.
No, I'm not. All right.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
You're welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Yeah, 7 good times and good food. Dine in or take away today at Reburger.
Yeah.
Good eating.
Just a reminder, by the way, everyone that texts in on 3483 or calls us on 0800 Hauraki goes in the draw to win a $50 Reburger voucher, fellas.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
That's really good.
You get plenty of eating out of that.
Now, before we do the radio show every day, we have a bit of a warm-up session, which we've turned into a podcast called the Podcast Outro. I've got a feeling I know what today's one's going to be, because it's going to make me look bad. And when I said it, Pugs pointed at me and went snip, snip, i.e.
I'm going to cut that out.
I'm going to cut that bastard out and put it on air. So,
Also, the other good thing about today's outro is that it'll be on YouTube tomorrow.
oh, yes.
It'll take Pugs a day to turn it around and get it up there, but you'll be able to watch it.
It'll only take him like a couple of hours to do that, but
It should, but you know what he's like. Here is a clip of today's one.
I can remember standing in my bedroom with a rager and going, what do you do?
With it. How old were you?
You know, sort of 24, 25.
When you started that yarn just then, where were you thinking you were going to go with it? I thought you looked great in that yarn. You came across really great.
Yeah, I guess it's...
It needed a bit of context.
Well, that was the weird thing about the comment. There was no context. So when you hear it in the podcast, Keyzie and I are talking about fashion, and all of a sudden Jay starts talking about his downstairs and having an erection.
And then there's just silence, because it's so left
It was
field.
completely out of the blue.
That's just what it's like working with Jase.
Well, let me just say, go and check out the podcast and get the facts on that particular.
It was classic. That was classic Hoyte J.
God, this is a tune. Is this Love in an Elevator? Jase, come on, man. It's the big show.
I love that new thing that we're playing. It's so good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Foo Fighters there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. It's time for this.
Leftovers Chat with Hoyte motherfucking Jase.
Sorry, I think what I've done there is instead of firing off what's for leftovers New Zealand, I've fired off the leftovers chat sting, which I think's better.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? I don't understand.
So usually we know what's for leftovers New Zealand
With me.
Keyzie. But I've fired off the leftovers chat sting. That's all good, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Okay.
That's fine.
Have we heard that sting before?
Yes.
Yes, last week Jase was talking about how he doesn't eat any leftovers, he throws it all out.
Oh,
And so
yeah,
Pugs
that's
made
right.
a leftovers chat sting.
Yeah, good. Okay, no, that works.
That'll work, even though it's with Hoyte Mother F and J.
Yeah.
All right. This is from last night. Ben in Ōtautahi, Christchurch. His partner made him a tofu curry. Vegetarian. What could you make leftovers?
Oh, you see?
Oh, what could you make leftovers with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. That's a soup. You got your tofu and a curry. You make a curry sort of soup with rice in it.
I would absolutely, Mogi. I'd blend it as well.
Oh, yeah. You got
Like
to
a
blend it.
smoothie.
Yeah.
But
that's a
it'd be-
soup, right?
It'd be a thick soup.
Yeah, and then a sprinkle of parsley, coriander, anything like
Yeah,
that.
anything like that. A bit
Actually,
of lemon zest.
A little
about
bit
like-
of toast, a little bit of bread, some kind of bread.
What about
Crouton would be nice.
A little bit of naan.
Sure.
Pop it dom.
sick? That sounds really good.
What were you going to say, Keyzie?
Don't worry about it. G'day, fellas. Ginger and pumpkin soup. Because I had a tooth pulled. So you can't just make soup out of this one because it's already soup.
Well, that's the only thing you can do. Oh, that's not true. You could pour it into ice cube.
An ice tray.
It's an ice tray, that's right, and stick it in the freezer.
Yes.
Then take it out, put it in a pot on a medium heat, and melt it down into a soup.
I'd be tempted to make a toasty out of it.
Oh,
Out of
yes.
soup.
Yeah.
Yep.
How?
A little bit of toast, a little bit of lemon zest.
A little bit of butter.
We've still got a bit of time here, fellas, so we'll just read another one. Do you remember last night someone had chicken fried rice?
Oh.
Yes.
So what would you do with chicken fried? Because one of the good things about chicken fried rice is usually there's heaps of it, and the next day you've got plenty left over. What would you do with that?
Well, you need to spice it up a bit. But the thing is, with a chicken takeaway, Chinese takeaway, I should say, it's generally better the next day anyway.
Yeah.
It is.
It's hard to improve.
So I think this one was homemade.
Yeah,
Well, it didn't say that.
it doesn't
Right.
say
You
that. Yeah,
assumed
so
that,
it's hard to know. I mean, look, I've always got soup at the front of my mind. But you could also just chuck that back in a pan.
Yeah.
Fry it up, so low heat,
Right.
a little bit of oil, make sure it gets nice and hot,
Yes.
especially if you're running a stainless steel frying pan.
Yeah.
And then just put it back in there and stir it up nice and hot. So you're refrying it.
Right.
A little bit of chicken stock and it's nice soup.
Yeah. And I'd blend that as well, Keyzie. I'd get a blender in there.
Yeah, blend it in there if
yeah.
you've got one of those wands.
You know, the little blending wand.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you've made a soup, and then you just eat the soup. Is that right?
Yeah. Have you
Yes.
ever had soup, man?
Yeah, I've had soup. Can you dip any like toast in it or anything?
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Cool Jam there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday night. Let's get into a bit of actor chat.
The whole world is a stage.
What are you guys up to?
Acting chat with Jason Mike.
Now, this segment I have revived because I have recently started studying up on some iconic actors, learning more about why they are so highly regarded.
Sure.
A couple of days ago, we did Marlon Brando, and that was an interesting journey from one of the best actors of all time who kind of set the standards for the modern way that people act to eventually just doing weird shit for money. Today, Daniel Day-Lewis. Is he the best actor in the world? Fellas?
It's not a competition.
Exactly.
Well,
it's very subjective sort of subject
It is.
there, Keyzie.
There is. You can't. There's no such thing as the best actor in the world.
Well, it just sounds like two guys who are also actors
Well,
refusing.
look, I mean, sure, I've won best actor in the world before.
Wasn't that New
but
Zealand?
even that becomes subjective, doesn't it?
It does.
You know, people would be sitting there, and admittedly, I don't think anybody was, but thinking, how the hell did this guy, old Bung Eyes, how did he win best actor?
Exactly.
Now,
yeah.
they'd be as right as anybody who thought I deserved 100% to win that in what was a very rare win for a comedian in a comedic role.
Absolutely. I mean, you're right.
If we could just get it back to
I couldn't believe it.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Now, the thing about
I
Daniel...
was like, what the hell are
Yeah, I
they
know.
thinking? But anyway,
How has he managed to do that with an accomplishment? That's what
did
you
he
were
pay
thinking.
people off or something?
But, and Daniel Day-Lewis, has he ever won for a comedic role like I have? No, he hasn't. So how can he be the best actor in
Exactly.
the world? Great question, Keyzie. Great question.
That's really interesting. It hasn't really answered a lot of questions for me, though. We should have saved this for actor chat when I did my feature on Mike Minogue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look
But-
forward to that.
So for Daniel Day-Lewis, right? So he's
I
won.
mean, he's the best actor in the world.
Hands down.
Oh, he is, really?
I mean, on any given metric,
Well, he's won 3 Academy Awards for Best Actor.
pretty good metrics.
You've got to remember, he's won Best Actor in a comedic role, and that is generally your Best Actor
Yeah.
scenarios.
What comedic
are your
role is
sort of-
that?
He's
Are
no,
your
he's
sort
talking
of
about
tragedy?
me. He's talking about me
I'm
for
talking
Wellington
about-
Paranormal.
You know, it's a tragedy or some sort of
Jase.
epic drama sort of scenario. Very rare for an actor to get one for comedy.
I couldn't name another time that it's happened.
No, neither could I, actually. So that is doubly impressive.
Shit, it was impressive.
Okay, well, we'll
It
pivot.
took a while for me to sort of drill it down for people to realise how impressive it was, but I got there.
Did you?
Can I just say on that front, actually, it was a big fillip for the comedic industry.
Thank
How
you.
does Philip mean?
In the sense that we went, hey, we're part of the
can be done.
It can be done.
Wow.
It can be
Yeah.
achieved.
How do you? Okay, so we'll do Daniel Day-Lewis another time. Today we're doing Mike Minogue. How do you feel when you hear Jase thinking, "Hey, we can do it," like he is?
Well, actually, it reminds me of Daniel Day-Lewis,
Yes.
Well, no, can we just stick?
who is probably one of, if not the best actors in the world. You know, he's won 3 Academy Awards.
It's unbelievable. And I can't. You can name on one hand the people who have done that, Keyzie.
Go on then.
I can't off the top of my head.
Well, Meryl Streep,
Yes,
she's on one hand, but she's probably won 5 or 6. How many has she won?
she's
Plenty.
won quite a few.
But yeah, Daniel
rightly
Day-Lewis.
so.
What was your question? Is he the best actor of the world? Good question.
But it's up for debate. Is the answer?
Well, yeah, it is up for debate. It would be like saying, it would be like having a competition for the best painter in the world. It is subjective.
Totally. It's comparing apples
It
and
would
oranges.
be like saying what is the best band in the world, the best singer in the world, the best anything in the world.
Yeah, right.
It depends on the person.
Well, it's Billy Joel, obviously. So what was the key, just before we wrap up, what was the key for you getting your award? Was it losing yourself into a character? Like, you know, was it about just taking on a completely...
I'll put it to you this way, Keyzie. You rewatch Wellington Paranormal.
Oh, now I have to watch it
seen it. I
twice.
know you've seen it a lot.
Now I have to watch it
And
twice.
you tell me if you recognise anything about that character.
Okay.
If there's anything that is deeply reflective of anything.
Okay.
All right?
I will. What was the character's name again, just so I can remember?
Oh, Keyzie.
I mean, that was a good chat, man.
Yeah, cool.
We'll bring it back on Friday.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, we're men of the world, and we thought, you know, we've got all this experience, this life experience. It would be great to be able to share that with the younger people that are listening to the audience. So we started up a Gmail account, MeetPattyNip69, and I can tell you...
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com, and it's been absolutely inundated with people asking for our advice on a number of issues. So what have you got for us today, Keyzie?
MeetPattyNip69 at gmail.com. Get in touch with the fellas.
Plenty of emails coming through, fellas. People in need of help, which is great. Keep them coming. This is from Anonymous. All right? Mm-hmm. G'day, fellas. My girlfriend just moved into her new flat, and I have embarrassed her in front of her new flatmates. I've started rating all of her new flatmates out of 5 buzzies based on their flatting ability.
Oh, yeah.
So cooking, cleaning, what furniture they bring to the flat, all sorts of stuff like that. I would only provide my girlfriend with the rating in which she would smile and agree with me. What does that mean?
Don't know, but carry on.
The problem started once one of her new flatmates started cooking salmon and garlic broccoli for dinner, in which I shouted, "That smells like 2 out of 5 buzzies to me." The flatmate was confused and thought I was saying boobs and took even more offence as I gave her a terrible rating. She then asked me what a buzzy was, which left me stumped as I don't even know what the reference is. Can you please help me understand what a buzzy is and if I should keep rating my girlfriend's flatmates out of 5 buzzies? Cheers, Anonymous. So I think what he said there at the top there was he usually only does it for his girlfriend as a bit of an in-joke, but he accidentally did it
to the, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those issues that you get in the flat, and it's just reminded me of like the difficulty of your flatmates and their potential boyfriend / girlfriend coming into the sort of mix.
Yeah.
That always used to create a lot of attention. And so if you've got the scenario here where this woman is in this flat, she's got this boyfriend and he's rating other flatmates in terms of buzzies, I can see the issue.
No, he's rating their flatting abilities because, you have to cook a flat meal or whether you're dirty or tidy and what furniture you brought. I get it. I get what he's doing.
But it's nothing to do with him.
No, I know, but he
doesn't live there.
You're
for a
missing
bit
the
of fun.
point. He's talking specifically about the rating system that we use and what does it mean. Well, that person has taken offence because she thought it meant boobs and she was right.
Yes.
It means boobs.
Well, yeah, buzzies.
It's buzzies.
So why do we do 5 buzzies out of 5,
I can't remember why it started, but it did, and here we are. We could change it over to bussy.
Yeah, because I was always confused as to how you spell buzzies. I would be more inclined to go double Z.
Sure.
But you guys go double S.
Do you have to spell it a lot, do you?
Well, when we're talking buzzies in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a technicality there.
I think you say that it is boobs, but it's done in a tasteful way, and it's just we just needed an object or a thing out of 5, and stars is very overplayed. 5 stars out of 5, boring.
Yeah.
It's just changing it up a bit.
Yeah.
But that's a good advice, though. That's a good advice, Mike.
Thanks.
If they don't like it, change it to bussy.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Wednesday show done and dusted. What did you learn today, Mogi?
Actually, I learned that the official name for your new cat is Jase.
Jizz.
So, well, the weird thing about that is that the owner of the cat that is called
Jizz.
His nickname is
Hoity Jizz.
Can I just say it's a she?
Oh, yeah, cool.
Who, Hoity Jizz?
What'd you learn, Keyzie, man?
I learned, and I didn't know you could do this. You could make a toasted sandwich out of soup.
Yeah, man.
Totally, man.
So you get 2 bits of bread, lemon zest, boom, soup.
But
toasted.
it has to be one of those toasty pie makers. You couldn't do it just in a
sandwich press.
A normal, yeah.
It takes a bit of skill to do that for sure.
Yeah, right. So that's what I learned. What did you learn today, Jase?
I learned thanks to you, Backbones, and I'm really glad I talked about it on the show today, that I'm in a financially very strong position in my life. And, I was a little bit worried about certain things, but actually I'm looking pretty good.
Well, that's another thing I learned is I'm not looking good.
No.
Because I thought I was looking good.
Because of that jacket.
We went, no, Mike. What an absolute fucking... Oh! And I swore as well. Oh, God.
What a time to be alive. Oh,
so
dear.
good. I'll apologise on Keizie's behalf there. Now, listen.
Well, I can't do anything about it because it's live radio.
It's been a pleasure bringing you the show today.
It's been good.
Make sure you check out the podcasts. Make sure you check out the Instagram account. Till tomorrow. See you later.